She's so quick to defend her reality, but will instantly attack and try to disapprove the experiences of most men. Why can't you accept that a lot of men have it hard in the dating market? Sad face. Bro, because as soon as you wake up from the fact that a lot of your preconceived notions about what women want are enabled by yourself and your own experiences and decisions to decide that that's how you think relationships are, the freer you'll become. As Yaya said, life for her is hard, dating for her is harder because she may not seem or feel like the most conventionally attractive woman. But if she lived in that prison for herself, she wouldn't get anything done, she wouldn't be in a relationship, and it would be hard. But because she takes the courage to put herself out there and not live in these restrictions where she feels like people wouldn't want to date her because of her weight or because of her interests, she is able to take a chance and take a leap and take a risk to meet people who would want what she is. And if men would realize hey, if you didn't give a fuck about as much as these insecurities that we tell you time and time again that we don't really care about, you would realize that it's not that hard. I used to have a sugar daddy, and he was really cool. He was 27. He made video games, and all we would do is eat sugarfish and have the laziest back shots in the world. There was no issue with him. The only issue was that he was short, and the real underlying issue was that he just wouldn't shut the fuck up about how he was short and how women wouldn't want to date him because he was short. And I was like, dude, honestly, women don't want to date you because you were just so loudly insecure. And once you work on this insecure part of yourself and just kind of just show up and be a cool guy the way I know you're a cool guy, trust me, women would just date you. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy of oh, I suck, I have to make up for it in some weird way. And women can tell when you feel insecure, and then it is a turnoff, because the sexiest part of you is being confident and working on yourself and your self-esteem.
Yeah, but if a guy is confident, but he doesn't meet a woman's metrics of what she desires in terms of physical attractiveness, one of which is height, it doesn't matter
Find
how
another
confident,
woman, bro.
But it doesn't matter how confident he is.
You got rejected. It happens. You're a person. Not
but okay,
everyone is gonna.
If a guy's 5'2", if a guy's 5'2", and he's super confident, it's not like he's going to struggle with dating despite his confidence.
I'm still his friend, and now he is still short because height surgery hasn't existed to make you 6 feet tall yet.
Don't do height surgery, guys.
And now he gets girls. He always had an income that was cool, obviously, because he was my sugar daddy. The only thing that really changed is that he became more confident to talk to women, and he worked on that part of his self-esteem. And that's what I'm just saying is a lot of these small factors aren't as big of a deal breakers as most men think, as long as you are just happy with yourself.
I mean, most short guys would have no issue dating a woman taller than them. But the reality is that they can be as confident as possible, but for some women, it's just, hey, that's kind of a deal breaker for them if the guy is shorter.
Yeah, exactly. For some women, it is a deal breaker.
Probably most women.
That doesn't mean all women.
It's most women. Most women, it would be a deal breaker. But
the point is, now he's happy and he's dating women that are tall, and it doesn't matter. It's not that big of a deal once you just escape that mindset.
Dave, thank you for the Canadian $20 soup chat. Appreciate it, man. Go for it, Kazumi.
Who is Nora? You are out of touch. Look into Nora Vincent, the lesbian who became a man, not through surgery, for 18 months and only recently unalive herself. I don't really get the reference.
Eric, can you open the door a little bit too? Get a little.
So there's a woman who turned herself into a man and lived as a man and as a man would for 18 months, and
then she deleted herself.
To basically
she deleted herself from the chat.
To basically run an experiment on how different it is for men and women in this society.
Well, she was a feminist, and she wanted to go in and basically point out, here, I'm living as a man, here, watch all these privileges and benefits fall into my lap. And then she realized how brutally and crippling, I'm butchering this, how brutally lonely it is to be a man, and actually how difficult it is to be a man. And then she then later on, it's not clear to me if this is why she deleted herself, but she did delete herself. So,
I would just need to know more context about that situation.
But basically she was like, whoa, this is the way I'm getting treated as a man. I'm getting all this stuff. I'm super lonely, blah, blah, blah. So